Hi, I'm Elizabeth,
And I'm Cindy.
and we are here with a new study.
And improved.
Well, I don't know about improved. Maybe we're improved, but
Yeah,
I don't know
hope
about
so.
this. But
If we're not improving,
I'm excited about this one.
I am
It
too.
is The 4 Spiritual Laws of Prosperity by Edwene Gaines,
Right?
who is our friend and mentor, teacher, has been for the last several years.
Mm-hmm.
And this little book, and I say little because it is, but this little
Small.
book is chocked full of really good information, spiritual
Yes.
practices that will change your life.
Yes, I have learned more from her than probably any other one person in my lifetime.
Mhm.
She had the subtitle is A Simple Guide to Unlimited Abundance.
Well, that ought to draw anybody in.
Yes. And has your life changed since you started following
Huh? It
Edwene?
absolutely has.
Mhm.
It
For the better?
absolutely has. For the better, yes.
Yeah, in what
Yes.
ways?
Well, it helped me tie in all of the elements for the law of attraction.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have to become aware of something before we can understand it and then know it.
Mm-hmm.
And beforehand, I would work on one element, let's say a physical element
Mm-hmm.
or element, and would almost ignore the others.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but in order to make a lasting change, you have to make it in all three
Mm-hmm.
areas. It has to be made physically, emotionally, and spiritually.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I could make an emotional change and ignore the physical and the spiritual, you know, or make a change in one of the other two, or even two, and still ignore the third one, and I'm still not getting what I needed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with this and with the teachings that Edwene has, I've been able to corral my thoughts, my feelings,
Mm-hmm.
and really look at the problem at its core
Mm.
and take care of it,
Mhm.
rather than just covering the symptoms of
Right.
whatever the problem was. So
Yeah.
I began to truly believe in those 4 spiritual
Right.
laws of prosperity, and you know, it being the first one, tithing.
Tithing and
And
giving.
giving.
She says, law number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Firm and fast rules for tithing, such as charitable giving doesn't count. And giving 9% isn't enough.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll talk about that. And then law number 2,
Which is
setting
clear cut goals.
Right. Right. A 21-day fast from anger, gossip, cheating, and hostility. And we'll talk about all that.
Mhm.
And then
Number
law
3
3,
being forgiveness.
and worthiness,
Mm-hmm.
which is another biggie,
Mhm.
another good one.
Mm-hmm.
And then law number 4 is finding your divine purpose.
Well, I would say finding and getting on with.
Yeah, finding and
You know, and getting to it.
yeah, getting to it.
Those 4 things, you know, the tithing, the goal setting, forgiveness, and getting on purpose with what you're supposed to be doing here have
Mhm.
absolutely changed my life.
Oh yeah.
Because then I went from a boat that's just wandering around in circles to one that I actually got a direction
Mhm.
now,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I'm learning every day how to work with God, how to work with Spirit in order to make what I want to see happen.
Right. Yeah. Me too. Me too. So tell me about the first time you ever heard about Edwene Gaines. Do you remember?
The first time was through a friend, and I had no clue who she was or what she did.
Mm-hmm.
This friend wanted to go to one of her retreats and just didn't want to go alone. No, didn't want to go alone. So I just went as to, oh, okay, it's a weekend. I'll go see what it's about.
Wow.
So I had no clue
Right.
who she was.
And
or
so I
what
had a
she did.
friend who loaned me the book.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked through the book and I thought, wow, this is a good book. And then I heard Edwene Gaines was coming to a church that was close to me. And so I went, and I had visited that church several times.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to hear her speak, and
Mhm.
I was wowed. She made me mad.
Made you mad?
Ticked me off.
Why?
Yeah. Well, her whole thing was about commitment that day. And she kept saying, you need to stand up and tell us what you're committed to. Well, I didn't want to stand up, so I was stubborn. She can't make me do that. She kept saying, you need to come up here and commit to something. You need to come up here and tell everybody what you're committed to. You're going to regret it if you don't do it. And I thought, nobody telling me what to do.
That sounds like
You know?
you.
She kept on, you've only got a couple more minutes. You better get up here and commit to something.
And she's probably looking straight at
said,
you.
you're going to regret it. And I thought, no, I'm not, because I'm not ready to commit to anything yet. And she left, and I was mad because I did regret it. So I went to her next retreat, which was the same one you went to.
It
The
was.
first time,
It
which
was.
is where we met, actually.
Yes.
So it has changed our life a lot, hasn't it?
It is.
So anyway, I got over my madness. But although the first time I went, she made me even madder
Made you even madder.
because she had us read these affirmations at the retreat, and one of the affirmations was, I forgot what it is now, but it was something about I don't work for money, or something like that. I don't remember what it was. But anyway, we read this whole list of affirmations. She said, which one do you have trouble believing, or which one are you having trouble with? And so I spoke up and said, I'm having trouble with this one. Sometimes I have to work for clients that I don't really want to work for. And all she said was, well, that's the oldest profession in the book. And I thought, what I thought about it, the more she's right, is anytime we sell ourselves to work for money, she was right. So you know what I did? I went home and I fired all my clients, or at least the ones I didn't want to work with
Really?
anymore. And so anyway, we'll get into all this, I'm sure. But that whole year following that, I went back every month to her retreats.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, this lady's got what I need. She's teaching me what I need to know, because she was right on. I went home and fired all the clients I had, and now I have clients I love. And it really changed my life. I pretty much took the year off to learn, okay, what am I doing wrong? What in my thinking is not working for me anymore? And several things she has taught me about just, looking at my life and what I want to do to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just about the money. And prosperity is so much more than money.
It is.
It's about life.
It's about being prosperous in all aspects of our life,
right.
Not just with financial.
Right. And one of the best things I ever learned from her was how to give myself permission to do what I want to do.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Give myself permission to fire my clients or to do whatever I want to do. Mm-hmm. And it's changed my life. And so I owe a great deal of gratitude to Edwene Gaines and
Same
to
here.
her book.
Same here.
And
One of the biggest things that I learned was it was okay to listen and follow my guidance system. Especially when you've got others telling you their opinions and what their guidance systems say. I'd gotten to the point where I almost needed somebody to tell me it's okay. Your guidance system is spot on. It's that's where you need to get your guidance from.
So she also trains people to be master prosperity teachers.
She does.
And we have both been through that training.
We have.
I've been through it twice.
That was an excellent training.
And it was awesome training. Well worth it. And and that's one thing that got us started doing these videos in the first place. So we owe a great deal to Edwene Gaines.
Yes, we do.
And to
Thank
this
you,
little
Edwene.
book.
We love you.
Yep. So we can't wait to get started on this study.
Yes.
I'm excited to go through it again and see what we can learn this time around.
I know, especially since we've done this for quite a while.
Yeah.
To see what we still need to work on.
Right. So we hope you'll join us. We're going to put a
Please.
link to the newsletter sign up. We want you to sign up, and we'll start this April 1st,
Yes.
2014.
Yes.
And it will be there from there on. So come join us.
Yep. That
Anything
sounds like
else?
good stuff.
It is good stuff. Stream.